What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. I can't even hold my breath here. I am literally running on fumes today, but I have found the energy, and I'm hoping you can help bring me a little more, baby, because we're here live to talk some birds. And that's right, mandatory minicamp is going on right now. So we're going to talk about some of the notes from today, what's going on, and we're going to take it with a grain of salt. It is literally minicamp, and this is the first minicamp the Eagles have held. This is year 4 for Nick Sirianni, and this is his first year. So look, I'm all about getting this team back on track. We've got a lot of new pieces, guys that need to get on the same page. So new coordinators, all that stuff. I'm all about it. So let's get rocking and rolling here tonight. Appreciate all of you taking the time. We are live. So any questions, comments, and if you're watching this later, would love to hear from you as well. You have any thoughts, questions, whatever it is. Always down to talk some birds, but I hope you guys enjoyed your day. Appreciate you taking the time, hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing, commenting. It literally, all that stuff helps, and I cannot thank you enough for the support. So hope you sickos are enjoying this sicko season. We're going to get through this. We've got to wait after tomorrow. That is the final minicamp practice. We're all excited, right? Woo! And then you've just got about 2 months, a month and a half, where you got to wait till the end of July. They haven't given the dates, the exact dates, but it's usually at the end of July. So we got to wait. But I promise you, I've got content ready for you, and I'm going to do my best to get you through. And we've been having the countdown today, day 93, my man, Milton Williams. So let's go. Let's rock and roll. I see some comments rolling in already. I love to see it. And we're going to go over these notes in a second here, but appreciate you tuning in, Tiffany. Let's go, birds. You sickos. Cannot thank you enough for taking the time here. And look, I know you've been tuning in, so you know it's about to be trying times, but let's stay excited. Get pumped up for this season. My man, Tate, hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are with me here, man. We're going to go get that trophy. I'm telling you, this team, they are just sleeping on the wrong ones, and some people are starting to wake up, but you still hear your chatter, and it's all good. But I didn't. I honestly, I didn't. I'll be real with you. I actually messed up, didn't bring my one big bottle of water. I have some now, don't fear. But I literally, today sucked. I'm not going to lie to you. My hands hurt. I tore them apart, just the holes in them all over. It was quite a day. I'm not going to lie to you, but hope you had a great day and appreciate the concern here. And yes, man. And so it was, you know, a lot of these guys, we talk about why I feel this team is built for the future. You know, that's why you draft guys like Jalen Carter. You've got Jordan Davis. You know, you start in the trenches and then you move your way back. Obviously, Nakobe Dean, people feel a certain way, but you have young pieces everywhere. You know, we talk about the corners. You guys know how much I wanted Quinyon and Cooper. So it's insane to me still that we have them. You guys know I laugh at the media for sleeping on guys like Ringo. And, you know, it's a lot of these guys are first year, second year players where nobody ever wants to give people time to develop. And that's fine. I will. So I love it, man. Love to see people getting excited about this team. But let's get ourselves excited and take a look here at some notes from my man Andrew DeCecco there. And we're going to look at what he had to say. Again, you guys know my schedule is insane here. I literally just don't have time. The shows will have all the graphics and the great bells and whistles for you. But right now, we're going to use the likes of those media members who are actually there. And I appreciate Andrew's work. And, you know, he's not one of those people that likes to push, you know, false narratives and hot takes. He's actually somebody that I appreciate his work. So let's take a little gander here if I can get this damn thing set up for the love of the Lord. All right. So as long as you can still hear me, we're going to click over to this. And yesterday, I think I made the screen like tiny size. So we're going to try to avoid that for you. Try to give you a little something here. Take this away. I don't know why. It never wants to work with me. See, and before I even went live, this thing was freaking out. So I knew it was going to be like this. It's supposed to be storming in this area. There's been no such thing. But apparently my computer wants to act like there is. It's like freaking out right now, not even letting me show you, like show the comments, anything like that. I was going to try to click over here, but I'll get over to your comments in a second. Let's take a look at what Andrew had to say for the day. Eagles wrapped day 2 of mandatory minicamp up on Wednesday, 67-minute practice. All right. Session like Tuesday at a fast pace feel, greater intensity compared to the previous OTAs. Love it. Love it. Eagles will hold one more practice tomorrow. Yes. For breaking. Yes, indeed. We just talked about that. So we'll get through it. I do promise. You see Stout with some of those linemen there. Now let's get it on. Non-participants. Bradbury got hurt yesterday. Harris, we don't know. Trevor Keegan, he was standing there, but he was not practicing. Landon Dickerson, he was excused again today. Not sure what's going on, but we know that man, highest paid guard. He's that dude. So ready to have him back when he is, and hope all is well for him. Sidney Brown, we know, suffered that knee injury at the end of last year, but he's been there, man. He's getting his mind right, and we know physically he's got to put all of that together. He's very talented, though. You guys know how much I wanted him last year in the draft, so I'm pumped up, man. Can't wait to see him get healthy and add to this insanely deep defensive back group. Raven Clark placed on injured reserve earlier this offseason. He was a rollout, no doubt. Worth noting, did not see Zach McPherson, no doubt. Now, let me just say, when I said about extremely deep, in the sense that you have corners, guys that can play nickel, guys that can play safety, not so much just safeties. So we're going to need Sidney back. But anyways, in Dickerson's absence, Mekhi Becton was at left guard again. And look, we talked about Stout and what he can do with these guys. And when you look at the freakish athleticism, it was like we said with Mekhi Becton, it's all mental. So let's get it together. And oh my God, you could have a steal there. But obviously, he's not taking that left guard job. But great to see that versatility. And you never know what could happen. So great to have a guy with, first round talent. I just think he just needs to get his mind right. Second year, Steen, every opportunity. There's truly open competition. And look, exactly, Becton can compete there. He doesn't have to be depth. You've got guys like Keegan, you got McMahon in the draft there. And then, you add Hennessy. You go out and get Sharping, the center who can play guard, and can play tackle, and can play, all over. So you've got competition. And that's what we want to see here. So bring it on, baby. All about it. Now, you've got first team O-line was Mylata Becton, Jurgen, Steen, and Johnson. So we know that. Donkwa getting a chance for the second team there. Kennard at guard. Toth, Hennessy, and Johnson. Now, if you got versatility, that's going to help you out. Kennard being able to play tackle and guard. Donkwa, we talked about him as an undrafted fit before the draft. Love that kid. Brett Toth, man, he can play center, guard, tackle, and he's been off and on this team for years. Matt Hennessy brought in, we just mentioned. Fred Johnson played a lot of left tackle last year as depth, but getting some work at right tackle. Again, versatility will go a long way. Eagles took 7-on-7s. Rodgers got the start with Ringo. And look, dude, we've talked about that. People are sleeping on Isaiah Rodgers, and I'll continue to say it. He, Slay, Ringo, Mitchell, and then Cooper DeJean, your all-around piece. Dude, yeah. And then having, Gardner Johnson, Blankenship, Maddox all filling in. Dude, we've got a lot going on here, and I'm pumped about it, man. I can't wait to see, how many reps guys get, not even just who the starters are, but you got a lot of talent here. And we've talked about, I showed you that the last defensive video we went over, like 17 different structures. You're going to see a lot of different packages with a lot of different, and in a passing league, you'll see ones like dime that we talked about, big dime, where you got a lot of defensive backs out there. So I'm pumped up about it. Now, worth noting, free agent Tyler Hall garnered some first team nickel reps, no doubt. And we talked about him. Obviously going to bring some competition. He can help you in the return game as well. So a lot of competition. I love it. Devin White, Bond, we're starting at the ones. Closely watched both in coverage. Came away impressed. And this is what we talk about. A lot of people calling Bond an edge. I don't agree with that. He's an off-ball linebacker who can help us at edge. So love it, man. And Dean and Burks, second unit, Van Sumer and Trotter in the third. So, look, I think Nakobe, he was getting some first-team reps. And I think, coming back from an injury, he's got to prove himself, win the job over one of the veterans. And I think, he definitely could over Zach Bond. But if Bond continues to play well, that's a great problem to have. And somebody, again, that can help you off-ball and as an edge. Now, Dean looks bigger, he says, added muscle. Hell yeah, let's go. Hurts in the offense, got off to an ominous start. Hurts zeroing in on Devontae, intercepted by Blankenship. Hurts throws mid-range, fell incomplete. There was a long pass to Goddard. Hurts threw the wrong shoulder. Hurts credit, he responded with a pinpoint accurate throw. Reeled it in. You know WIP is going to lose their mind about that, dude. Should we trade Jalen Hurts? One another instance, ill-fated long ball is Josh Sweat. Offsides, free play. AJ had a couple steps from Rodgers, but Hurts overshot his star. I did hear something about DeJean dropping an interception. I'm sure I'll mention it here, but a strong showing for Mitchell and DeJean, working first team nickel. DeJean drew Devontae, read Hurts' eyes, pivoted, swoop, get a hand into the breakup, the short throw to the left. Should have been picked off, demonstrated high level. And I heard it was like a one-handed try, too, so no doubt. Mitchell, who seems to always remain in phase with the receiver. Yep, he's a stud. I hear a lot of people, Hollywood to Toledo, still trying to pull that. And it's like, dog, you're good, man. Yeah, I promise you, you'll see. Dime linebacker, he's getting work at. Dude, go watch that show where we talk about the versatility of these corners, man. And, oh, yeah, I can't wait to see what Vic Fangio does. One of the more interesting facets occurred midway. The Eagles practicing kickoff rule. So, yeah, Isaiah Rodgers, Covey, and Isaiah Smith getting John Ross some work back there. We talk about his speed. Could you use him? Hasn't been used in his career, but he's got that speed with the new rules. Could be intriguing. Will Shipley there, and then Tyrion Davis Price was somebody also getting some reps back there. We know about Shipley, but hell yeah, get people back there. May the best man win. Appeared on the first kickoff. Zoom. No surprises there. Aquara, new addition, but a few defensive reps caught my attention. Aquara moves well. Yeah, man, and we talk about, Aquara as edge depth. I think he could make it as the sixth edge guy. We'll see. The fact that he was on the first team kickoff piqued my and if you're going to be able to help on special teams while you're the sixth edge guy, that's so important when we're talking about, who's going to make the roster, things like that. You might not think he would make it, but that stuff is very important. So we'll keep an eye on that, and Quora getting some work in there. Operating on the second team, Albert O garnered some praise. Battle for backup. Yeah, man, he better step it up. You got Calcaterra, EJ Jenkins there. McCullen Castles, the undrafted kid there. So got some competition. Shipley, nice day catching the football, field the ball quickly. Settling in after appearing to really fight the ball in previous OTA sessions. While on the subject, Saquon caught a short pass. Dump off plays really high. Yeah, we talk about getting these guys, the ball, especially, hey, when the team's blitzing, sometimes dumping it off to the back, simple things. I don't know. But during an early 11-on-11, Steen was placed on his back. Yeah, Jalen Carter's the truth, man. And I still love Steen, man. And I think, very bright future. We talked about for the last couple of years how Jeff Stoutland compared him to Brandon Brooks. I saw the media just now finding that out. So, yeah, man, we've talked about that. I think that, still a lot of high hope, but Jalen Carter, I think he's going to be one of the best players in the NFL, not just the Eagles. Like we talked about him before the draft last year, and how it was just Jalen Carter or bust, man. It's got to be him, and he's going to have a very insane future. So I'm not, displaced by Steen getting put on his ass by Jalen Carter. He's going to have to work on it, learn from it, and I'm all about it. John Ross strung together a succession of productive practices, collecting several mid-range and a lot of speed. Can he put it together as a receiver? Even if the passes failed to connect on one play, Ross reeled in one-hander. All right, there we go. Seen on the sideline. Oh, his right hamstring popped right back and didn't miss any time. Okay. Well, that's one of those things, though, even seeing them, go to the sideline, still concerning with someone like him. And look, man, best of luck to him. I, wish him nothing but the best. I don't know if he makes this roster with Anais Smith, Johnny Wilson, Britton Covey, there with Paris Campbell, fighting to get those jobs behind Devontae and AJ. So, I thought I started my camera. I was talking to myself. I was like, yeah, okay. Anyways, John Ross, if he could step it up, we talk about him and those new kickoff rules. If he can help you there, great. As a receiver, okay, but a lot of depth there. So we shall see who makes it and who does not. But sorry that this computer sucks. But let me jump back over here to the comments. Press conference today, man. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. Let's get these walls ready. Look, man, you guys know the work I do, so go ahead, run right through your walls. I'll come over, help you out. We'll do what we can. I'm not big into the walls, mostly cement stuff, but we do it all. So you need some help, I do, but I'm going through. some walls here, baby, and I'm all about it. John Ross, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know so much big noise, but yeah, best of luck to him. Yeah, what is going on, Keisha? Appreciate you tuning in. Day 2 here. Let's go. All you sickos tuning in, can't thank you enough. And that's what we're all about in these parts, getting excited for this season here. And I know, again, it's just mini camp, but hey, anything Eagles, it's got me excited. I'm ready to run through walls at all times, baby. And I'm ready to see this man. I see him peeping up, trying to get his head in here. Let's effing go, baby. I'm ready to, dude, I'm telling you, that's the kind of guy. We talked about it when everybody was telling me you could never develop. We found out, well, he did. And you want to, continue to talk trash and talk about the demise. That's fine. It's just going to fuel the fire. And I don't think they're ready. My man, Wavy D, yo, appreciate you tuning in, my man. All of you sicker. Let's go. Stu in here. We got ourselves a little party brewing. That's what I'm talking about. And again, I know it's minicamp, but we are allowed to get excited in these parts, right? So, and I'm happy that you have got you, Mom. Appreciate you tuning in. It's been a long week, and some of these videos I have to cut short. I literally just like life. I can't even keep track of anything. And I had another great talk with my boss today, and just really trying to move up and do some great things for my life. And unfortunately, that for you guys, it just kind of hinders what I'm able to do here. But, again, a big shout out to Andrew DeCecco there from Inside the Birds. Cannot thank you enough for those notes from today. I just don't have the time to be doing a lot of this stuff. And I would love to get invited again this year. And I'm trying to do all I can to get to that training camp. So that's going to be the one I need to be at. And I told him I'm ready, man. So I'm going to do all I can. I promise you. But, you guys are awesome. I can't thank you enough for bearing with me, and I'm glad you guys get excited to tune in here because I'm always excited, hopeful that you guys can catch it live. So it's awesome. Undisclosed injury, but doesn't seem like anything too serious there. JC Landon Dickerson's away from on vacation, so yeah. And I figured he probably got married, did something crazy, had a kid, whatever. So yep, best of luck to him. Again, that's undisclosed because it's his personal stuff. So yeah, we know he's not hurt. Love Steam when I saw his tape last year. He'll be a beast. Yeah, man. You guys know I wasn't lying when I told you Jeff Stalin said that he was like Brandon Brooks. Like a lot of people, hey, you don't have real sources. I'm like, yeah, sure, dude. I don't have a guy that literally is with the Eagles every single day of his life. Sure. That's how I just am able to tell you all that stuff before anyone else in the media. Okay. But yeah, I try to explain that. And, a lot of people, yeah, it's like, hey, well, I don't see Brandon Brooks. It's like, hey, man, can we let him develop a little bit here? And, we had guys that were starting over him because they were good. And that's just kind of how football works. Crazy. Yeah, this secondary is the truth, man. And I'm pumped up about it. And, yeah, I wouldn't worry about this offense, man. They're going to be one of the top offenses in the NFL. Don't listen to anybody out there. Oh, we got a new quarter, Kellen. Dog, I'm telling you, they are in for we added Saquon Barkley to this line now. Or to this team. And now the line, that's questionable as to what's going to go on with the guard. Is Jurgens going to be able to? Yeah, that's great. But I'm telling you, it's still going to be better than most offensive lines. And they'll get things clicking. I promise you, man. Jeff Stalin is the coach there. He knows what he's doing. And with the weapons we have, I'm promising you, this team is going to get back to that. Remember that year, a couple of years ago, where we went to the Super Bowl, even, that year, kind of maybe more so, where you're just stomping the shit out of people. Like you're just beating the hell. I can't honestly remember too many years, guys, in my, 532 years of existence here. I know I'm Old Man River, but, having a team that just stomps the hell out of you. I think that's what this team's going to be. And, the offense, yeah, sure, you're hearing a lot of slander as Kachi's mom's bringing up, but we're not worried here because we know. And I understand a lot of people skeptical about the defense because we had some pretenders here for the past few years, but we're getting the truth in Vic Fangio, the Godfather himself, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I was watching old school there. Like, oh my God, we got a surprise visit, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. He comes home and all the frat dudes are in his living room. He's like, a visit from the Godfather himself, ladies and gentlemen. Mitch, whatever, dude. But I'm losing my mind. My man Little's in here. Yo, dude, hope you are doing well. I am running on fumes here, but ready to rock and roll. Always ready to talk some birds. And I'm always ready for that. And this countdown, man, it's going by. It's almost been a week here. Well, technically it has because of the 100 days, but oh yes, he is. So, but I'm ready, man, and I'm gonna do my best to keep us all ready because I'm losing my mind. I really am. I just want some Eagles football in my life. I'm talking shit. I got people that don't even watch football at work, and I'm telling them stuff. Oh man, let me tell you. That I can tell they're annoyed as hell. I just can't. My excitement for this team is always. I always love the Eagles, but it's through the roof when it comes to what this team this year. I've been talking my shit, all off season about the cap space, the draft picks, and what we're going to do with them, and how we went ahead and backed it the F up. And now I continue to talk my smack. So, Little G, appreciate you tuning in. Congrats again. Hope you are doing well. And yeah, you're always going to have a practice squad. So that's what 90 players in the off season is for. Figure all of that out. Hope you are doing well. Where'd your comment go? I'm telling you, I don't even know. I'm probably lagging. I didn't even think about that, so I apologize if that's happening. These storms are crazy. There's literally no storm. It's not even wet out there, dude. Give me a break. Nina, I hope you're doing well though. It has been what a week moving up at my job and getting so much more on my plate. So little lacking in the graphics and all that bells and whistles for the show stuff, but I still try to make time for you guys because I love each and every one of you, and I get excited, man. I'm like, man, what's going on at practice? Like I can't. I'm like at break, freaking out, trying to see stuff, and today didn't even get a break. If you did notice, oh my God, what a day! What a day it was. But Nina, I hope you are doing well, and can't thank you enough for tuning in. My man Mike in here, let's go. And yeah, man, I thought Andrew was going to have that in the article there, but, one of the moments where, if you guys saw the clip where A.J. Brown's talking about, Quinyon Mitchell doesn't say anything at all. And the first time he does, he tells A.J. Brown that he ran a trash route. Oh, yes. And then he told him, look, that's awesome. I wanted to see that. That's the first step. Now you got to back it up. And, well, you guys know, I think Quinyon Mitchell is definitely going to back that up. So let's go. I'm excited about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm ready to run through effing walls and getting Quinyon Mitchell, the future, and Cooper DeJean, also the future there back to back. It was like, okay. I don't know, Mike, if you were watching my draft stuff. I know you've been very supportive of that, and I thank you for that the last couple of years here. But we got 7 out of 9 of my fits here, and we talked about Jalen Hunt, Will Shipley, all these guys where what they would mean to the future of this team. Even the Johnny Wilsons of the world, you're talking about Anais Smith, what they can do for the receiver position, even though you have AJ and Devontae. Like, yes, this team is building something, man. And I'm ready to run through effing walls. I'm not going to lie to you, but thank you for tuning in, my friend. Hope you are doing well, and get that bag. Indeed, I will. And, the hope is, to really move up, and they want me to be the project manager and the sales manager. So like, I'll be doing a lot of like sales, but like checking in, going to job sites, making sure everybody's doing stuff right and all that. But like, it would actually allow me more time. It's more responsibility to the company, obviously, but I'm able to like do things and drive places and park somewhere and maybe get some news out to you, do something. Like the job I have now, I don't even bring my phone with me. Like I leave it in the truck because it's pure pandemonium, dude. And I'm usually covered from head to toe, I'm getting smashed. And you should see my shins, dude. Like they're just destroyed. My knee there, black and blue. Like I just get smashed by cinder blocks and cement all day. But I don't mind it because that hard work is paying off. I am getting my ass beat and I don't mind it, man. People want to go to sleep here at work. I got a hug from my boss today. A big thanks for that. I told you how he was thanking me before about being positive and trying to move up. He's like, you're honestly, I feel like the one person who actually cares about this job and like you really want to help. And it's like, hey, look, I know helping you is going to help me in the long run. Let's not kid ourselves here. I'm going to get paid. That's the point here. But I do care, man. And that's how I've always worked. So it's nice to be appreciated. And, when you've got a bitch ass disease like I do, it gets in your way and it sucks. But like I'm getting stronger and I feel it like physically and mentally that helps, and it's been nice. It's a change, something I never thought I'd be able to do again. And I've just been really pushing myself and gets tough. Not going to lie to you, but you guys are here, waiting for me. I know that. And, when you've got such a great family like I do, like I really have just the greatest support system. It makes it like you wake up, you're like, it's 5 a.m., but I gotta get up. And you keep pushing, man. So I'm gonna do my best. But Kachi's mom, I appreciate you tuning in, man. I really do. I'm glad you guys are able to catch these because I just do them whenever I get home, whether I shower first or not. Today I had to, but be ready to not be with Jalen today, except for one man. Yeah, they're gonna always whine. And you guys remember and now Keisha, I know you're new to the channel, but I was able to go to a closed practice and these dudes were talking their trash. You got to trade Jalen, he sucks, blah, 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 in their little phones. And then I show up and I started telling people what was actually happening, what I was seeing. I was like, oh, I actually played football. Let's talk about what's actually happening. Now, there's a portion where they make you put your phones away and nobody's allowed, nobody in the media, anything. It's really crazy. But, you're sitting there and I'm like, keeping in my head what I want to talk about, what I'm going to say, like, and, I see all these posts when you're allowed to get your phone back and I'm like, oh, you're going down, dude. And I just relayed that information. And that was the year we went to the Super Bowl. We didn't win it, but, you remember my prediction that day? I said, oh, this team's going to the Super Bowl. And I got to not meet Howie, but talk to him for the second time that day. That's that picture you guys see. But it was just, dog, I believe in this team. I believe in what you're doing. I know a lot of people want you fired or coming for your head, but let's go, baby. So these are the kind of guys that are going to take all that hate from those beat writers and the radio stations, and we're going to laugh right in their faces, dude. So, yeah, anybody worried? I keep seeing, this is a comeback year for they weren't watching him last year, dude, because how do you even a guy playing at an MVP level, like that's a serious conversation people are having. Like, that's weird to me, man. That's more power to people that like that stuff. I just can't listen to it, man. I can't even listen to my own stuff to critique it. I can't listen to my favorite, podcasts. I can't watch my favorite show. It's just, it sucks. But yeah, that stuff is never gonna have any time in my life. But with the scheme is Fangio. Well, no, Gannon was actually very successal, but it works if you got the right players and the right stuff going on, and that is this team right here. Jalen's gonna make all that. Oh yeah, he always does, and I enjoy every second. You guys know I stood here on the mountaintop screaming it. They finally caught on, baby. He is him. He's him, whether they like it or not. So all good, man. They'll sleep until he's their favorite player. Well, the fact Jalen is working out the kinks, his new offense starting in the middle of the field. A lot more. Well, yeah, he was like number one in middle of the field. Like that's all stuff he's good at. He doesn't have to really work on much, but with the new system, yeah, you got to work on the new system. That's something he will do. He'll learn it. We know that he had the same, problem for a long time where it was didn't have the same system since high school. So it was new system every single year through college. And then his first few years in the NFL. And, obviously that helped when we had the same system. And then, you look at, you changed it. Now you're changing it again. But Kellen Moore, is not coming here to just run the same thing. Just like when Brian Johnson, it was just kind of like, oh, let's run it back to the same thing. And NFL teams are like, all right, dude, we'll figure that out. So yeah, man, he's going to continue to develop. He's still very young. So people sleeping on Jalen Hurts, that's hilarious to me. But it was hilarious to me in the beginning, man. And I got a lot of hate for it, but I think they see what I mean now. Seen Jalen today, his body, his arm, something awesome. Yeah, he's always been like that, though. I just, when I had that interview a few years ago where, brought on the trainer, talked to the chef, talked about what he ate, what he, waking up. This dude's waking up before I am, like 4:30 a.m., hitting the weights, doing stuff. And he tells that funny story in the interview where he's like, Jalen's up playing Madden when these guys are waking up because he's like, oh, I got done my first set, just waiting for you guys. Like, insane, dude. And he's just a freak specimen. And that's awesome as an athlete. But as a human being, he's an awesome person too. And he doesn't listen to anything or anybody, man. And it's awesome, man. I don't understand why people were so mad at me and hating me. And I try to tell people, hey, look, all is forgiven. I don't care anymore. But like, it was insane, bro. Like the people attacking me. It's like, hey, man, I'm trying to help you learn football. You can be mad all you want, but I'm good on Jimmy G or Deshaun Watson or any of that stuff. I'm going to take Jalen Hurts all day, every day, and I'm going to stick to that. I ain't trading him for anybody, man. I ain't getting rid of him. Hey, dude, he is him. QB1, they see now. Oh, gas receipts, keep your lunch receipts, keep anything and everything. Play the game just like all the Richies do, man. Stand up to it and get your money back, bro, because they take enough of it. here for you. We can't smell you, so it's okay. No, I know. And that's why I'll come in here. And it's not usually the smell I worry about. It's when I'm literally covered. I'll at least try to wash my face up, but you can tell my shirts sometimes. Like I'm just, bro, I get destroyed. Most of the time it's waist down, so it's not a big deal. But hey, you got to get what you got to get. So I apologize. I know some people get offended about that. They ask, like, why don't you have fancy hats and put like eyeliner on and like dress up to talk about football? And it's like, I'm just not big into the fashionista side of football. Like, that's cool. Like, if you're a dude and that, I like wearing cool shirts and like I just, for me, like, I'm not making a show to, be pretty. Like, that's not what I'm here for, dude. Like, because clearly you see what you're looking at, right? Dog, I'm sorry. You get what you get. I'm hoping you love the information. So if it smells sometimes, well, then you smell what the Rock is cooking. That's what it is, man. That's what it is right there. But no, I appreciate you. I really do. New tattoo as well. Yeah, he might. You never know. I did not see anything about that, though. I should know that you went through that, right? And you see all the stuff that they, were just throwing out. And it was like, what? And you guys know the post that did it for everybody where they got pissed at me was one. He had only played 19 games. So I compared his first 19 starts to Josh Allen's. And he did better than Josh Allen. And I was trying to teach them that, hey, man, let's try to give him time to develop here. And oh boy, people lost their minds. And cherry picking stats, only picking 19 games. I'm like, well, I mean, Jalen Hurts has only played 19 games, so I can't just like create the next 10, 20 that he's about to play because, well, wait for it. He hasn't played them yet. God help me. It was insane. But we're here now, bro, and now we're seeing T-shirts of him. Everybody's biggest fan. All their screen names are Jalen Hurts, Hurts Hugger. I don't know. It's like, that's awesome, dude. I love it. Love it. Great VR football game for everyone to use for coaching. That'd be cool, man. That would definitely be pretty cool. I'm sure they will have stuff like that eventually. He doesn't live here. He stays in a hotel and lives in Houston. He's got in Jersey. He's got a little place there, and actually lives close to one of my buddies, and he brings, I don't want to say too much that I don't like to break the trust there, but like goes over there a lot and helps out for family events and stuff like that. But yeah, man, pretty cool. But Madden, I would not say that would be the way that you're going to learn what he's saying. But I know what you're saying, Forte, a real deal, like coaching mechanism. Like I'd have you standing on the field, like those graphics and the things I make. Oh my God. I talk about just having like PFF for being able to make videos for you guys and stuff. That'd be awesome if I had that technology. I couldn't imagine being VR. Imagine me being there. Oh yeah. In the middle of the field. Whoop, whoop. Losing my mind out there, showing you all that defensive goodness. I'd love it. I really would. And hopefully they do it before my ass gets too old so I can still get out there and not break my arm while I'm throwing, to the air and stuff. Well, VR, man, it'll get you. Man, watch out. But no, I would love for people to understand it. I would really love. But I know what you're saying now, and I give you what I can, and then sometimes I slip up. So it is what it is. But oh yeah, Nina, they're always going to do that. That's why you guys know I don't really use social media much more. I post my stuff, I make my videos, and I try to keep up with all the comments and stuff. And I really do. I appreciate you guys, and I love you. And I work my way up through the ladder and try to get back to you all. But it's just been insanely busy for me. So it's really nice to just never see that stuff. And I know a lot of people spend most of their time commenting on that stuff, retweeting it, liking it, and making sure that everybody has to see it. But I've done my best to like mute most of those WIP like counts like that and just try to do my best to avoid any kind of just nonsensical, dumbass stuff throughout the offseason. Because, I mean, it's just how it's been for years upon years. My whole life, pretty much, Philly media is just miserable, hates the Eagles, hates the Phillies, the Flyers, the Sixers. So I had to, on my deathbed, create the change to that. We got to be the change, right? So my whole purpose is to hope my show can one day be something where people are like, I'm just going to watch this because I can't stand that shit out there. And I couldn't, man. I couldn't do it anymore on my deathbed. And that's what I was worried about. Like, this is trash, bro. Somebody's got to get out here and start teaching people how football actually works. Start talking about it in a positive light. Let's have some fun with it, man. We're diehards. We're sickos. We live and breathe Philadelphia Eagles, man. We don't want to hear you shitting on the thing we love every single day. I can't take it. I take it personally. It pisses me off because I'm sorry that your miserable ass wants to spread your negativity, but it ain't going to happen. And that's, Nina, you've been a real one and a day one for a long time. And you know the journey here. We are on a mission to stand up to the media and just all of that negativity. And there are great media members. Do not get me twisted, because I try to show you those guys, share stuff from them, because there is good stuff out there, but the bad outweighs that good. And we got to do something about it. And we've been doing something about it for years. I try to get people on board with Howie and Jalen Hurts. And how many things have I tried? And every year we have to pretend I'm not real. Like, I didn't tell you Tyler Steen was compared to Brandon Brooks 2 years ago. Like, I didn't tell you we were going to get, hell, we'll go back to James Bradbury. Remember how excited you guys were when I told you that? Like, A.J. Brown. Come on, dog. Hey, we're going to draft Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Devontae. 5 years in a row there. I know you guys try to give me 6, but so I'm doing my best out here, and I don't understand it, Nina. I do not get why people love all of that negativity, but they do. And it will continue to spread. The more people support it, retweet it, share it all the time, always commenting and watching it. That's how the juggernaut continues to grow, man. And, it's a beast that is hard to stand up to, a one-man army, but not really. I tell you guys, you're part of this army. Like, I need you to help me rise up against it, because I know I got a lot of hate for years for standing up to the media. Well, ESP told me, and it's like, yeah, but I just don't care too much about what people that don't know anything about football have to say about football. That's just not my thing. And a lot of people love that stuff. I don't. So I prefer people that know what they're talking about, at least the basic, knowledge. But, Twitter. Oh, yeah. And Tiffany, Nina, you guys know exactly how bad it is out there. And we unfortunately have to see it. We unfortunately see it. And we got to just tell these people, Nina, Tiffany, we got to just let them know, like, please stop. Please stop pushing this stuff. Please. And I see you guys sometimes, standing. I love it. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got to do this together. That's how we do this, because it's insane out there. It really is. It drives me insane. It really does. Send me to you. He love the. Hey, I really appreciate that. And Philly Mike, another shout out to you, my dude. And he's been very supportive, and he's been great. And it's been a pleasure to have him on the show, go on his show, talk birds. That's what it's all about, baby. And you guys know I'm doing my best out here. It has been an insane. This is not unlike usual sicko season. You guys are like, what the like? I have, a lot of stuff I've planned. I just haven't been able to get to it yet. You know what I mean? So give me some time here. I've got so much information, so many graphics. I'm already working on them. I've got so many t-shirt design things. It's just like, can I just have a second, please, to get this stuff down? So I'm going to try, but I really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy. And I can't wait. Tune in during the season, because you think this is just soft. This is a soft test here where you're going to see what it is, because I'm ready for this season to start, and I'm ready to run through a wall right now. I'm going to be honest with you. You guys get me pumped up. I just think that this team, this fan base, it's hard not to love it, right? In 38 years on this earth, I never once have faltered, never been ashamed. Even when we were trash when I was a child, my father taught me we are diehards in these parts. So, finding you other sickos, it means the world to me, because, I created this because of Chelsea pushing me to, like on my deathbed, like down and out, just what is something that could push me to greatness, right? So I think that's why I loved when we got Hurts then, because it was like, this dude is exactly the epitome of what I'm trying to do in my life. Just try to get my mind right, 1% better every day, and Sirianni and all that stuff, man. I love it because, I had a battle too. And I appreciate you and the kind words, Tiffany, and I'm doing all I can out here. I promise you. But it was a dream, right? Let's stand up to it. Let's get things right, man. And you guys, like, finding sickos like that, I just thought, that there's got to be other people that are tired of the negativity. And I just happen to know a lot about the cap and how football works, and I'm obsessed with everything on and off the field. So I just thought, hey, maybe other people want this kind of information and want to talk about it. And well, here we are, you sickos. So you guys are the best. Honestly, you are. And I can't thank you enough for always tuning in here. It means the world. It really does. And that's it, man. And it's sad that we live in a world that they prey on people, because we all have addictive personalities to certain extents, and they prey on people that, happen to be weaker in certain areas, and they know where to, hit your buttons. And I can't say that I haven't been a victim of that in this world. They do it with all kinds of stuff, but with the football, that's where it came in, man. We have enough. We live in the age of misinformation, I like to call it. And I just think you weren't going to take football from me, man. You lie and cheat everywhere else, and everyone else in this world is insane. But it was like, no, dude, my escape on my deathbed. No, you are not taking my birds from me. You won't, dude. And that's where that be the change came from. And you guys, you're helping me with that change. So let's effing go. And I really appreciate that, man. And I'm glad you guys enjoy the facts I try to spit, man. And that's what it's all about. And look at that. See, we've built ourselves a nice family here. And that's what it's always been about. And, a lot of trolls and people have come in and out throughout the years, but they don't last, man. They try with their little negative. What do we call it? Guys, bear with me. I don't remember it anymore. Who was that person? The small D energy. That was awesome. You guys had them in the comments. You were rolling them, dude. And I did my best not to try to lose my mind there too much, but it's just, they've got that, small D energy, and they're out here just mad at us for enjoying our birds, loving, knowing what's actually going on. And I'm sorry that, whatever personal stuff they got going on, I'm always extending my hand because I mean it, but it's like, I'm not here to be a punching bag. I'm not here to let you project whatever you got going on onto me. Like, no, dude, like, you want to learn, you want to talk about something, hell yeah, we can do. You want to disagree with something, that's awesome, dude. Let's do it. But it's, what I'm talking about. These trolls in this world today, I don't understand it. Everybody's so negative and F you, man. It's just like, all right, dude. And I had enough with the hurt stuff, the Howie stuff. You don't know how the cap works. You don't know how development quarterback. It's like, oh, really? Aren't you guys like giving HJs to pictures of Howie Roseman and Jalen Hurts now? Like, yeah, that's what I thought, dog. But look at you guys. It's a family. That's what I'm talking about. You guys, I look forward to it, man. I really do. But there it is. A small rod energy. That little weirdo, he got body bagged by you guys. I loved seeing that. You guys you're truly family. You stepped right in. You took care of them. I tried my best to keep it real with them, but people, they just get these little tantrums. It's like, all right, dog, you want to mess with, this is my baby here. Just keep that in mind. So too funny. Want to hear functional information? Not yet, right? And it's like, I just feel every time I'm making something, like, what is something, even if it's something stupid, like, that people get mad about, like jersey number, something. It's like, I like being informative. And I'm telling you what, dude, it actually paid off. Knowing every single player's number, height, weight, all that stuff, awesome, right? Always a sicko like that. Last year or 2 years ago, when I went with my buddy to the closed Eagles practice, he was sitting there, and I felt like it was like a test, but he was really like, who's that? Like, because he knows I'm a sicko. And I was like, oh, that's Mekhi Gardner out there. Oh, there, Josh Jobe. And he's like, who the yeah, man, I'm just out here trying to be a wealth of information for people that like that. And some people that already know a lot of stuff and just want to enjoy talking to birds. That's what it's all about, baby. But it paid off. It paid off. I was like, yes, see? This is why I like to know everything and anything, and I want to talk about everything with everyone. That's just how I am with the Eagles, man. And if that's you, welcome to the family. But I got to get with my family, and actually got to run to the store, and I'll back at it at 5 a.m. tomorrow. But so tomorrow, again, it's the last mini camp. Definitely making a live video, but not sure where I'm going to get home. You might be seeing Dirty Daryl and the gang when I get here. So, just stay strapped in. But Friday, it's coming, Fan Friday, and I can't wait. So you channel members, get your questions, comments in. We're gonna throw down. I'll bring all the graphics, everything, and I can't wait. So I'm glad you guys enjoy the show, and I'm all about it. And oh yeah, that was awesome though. You guys were too funny for that, and I know what you mean. Old small rod, too funny, man. That guy, he seriously got taken to the woodshed. That was awesome. Honeymoon, for anyone wondering. Yeah, someone mentioned that earlier in the show, but thank you, Jackson. I think Tiffany maybe had brought that to the light. So thank you. Appreciate you all. But you guys are awesome. Hate to leave you hanging here, but little hoo-ha. Yes, indeed, as my mom would say, hoo-ha. Or your bipper. I remember that was okay, this is getting awkward. I love all you guys. I'm going to get heading on out here. Some personal family talk now, I guess, but you guys are awesome. And Fan Friday, that's the best one. You guys have me telling some of the most ridiculous stories off of some of the most ridiculous stories that you guys share. And I love that. I love to get personal on Fan Fridays. It's seriously your show. We can recap the week, talk about stuff, all your questions, whatever's on your mind, man. That's what it's about. But sicko season, man, during this lull coming up, like we have minicamp this week, but dude, I'm telling you, in the next couple of weeks, you guys are always ridiculous with the questions, the comments, like, and I'm all about it, man. I tell you, whatever you want, man. You guys know I'm an open book, man. I don't ever hide anything. I try to, be very honest about everything in life, but also about my experiences, because I'm not ashamed of what I've done in life. And, being able to get a second chance in life after almost dying, like, it just gives you a different perspective. I want everyone to know, I'm here for them because I really mean it, man. I've been down and out, and I don't ever want you to feel like you don't have a friend. You don't have someone you could reach out to. So when I say that stuff, I truly, truly mean it, because been to hell and back, baby, and I just don't want to see you guys go through it. And I always tell you, not a pastor, not a preacher, just a friend. You know what I mean? I want to be there for you, because sometimes you just need, somebody to be there for you, man. And it's simple as that. So, but I appreciate you. I really do. I love you guys. I got to get rolling out here, but you guys have yourselves a great rest of your night. And oh, yeah, dude. And they're living in their VHS past, and that's all right. At least the Niners have won some stuff here, So, but Cowboys, how embarrassing. How very, very embarrassing. But I hope you all enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. But yeah, seriously, you guys need anything? You're watching this later. You can always comment down below. Reach out, anything like that. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about the last day of minicamp. We'll have Fan Friday. And remember, training camp. That's the next time we'll get Eagles stuff. We could sign people, trade people in there, though. So I'll always have videos for anything that happens. But I'll also be putting together a lot of information. So continue tuning in throughout this sicko season. A big thank you to you all, each and every one of you. Seriously, cannot thank you enough. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all have a great night. Stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me, go Birds!